Anyway, hello, good people out there watching right now on your screen. It is your boy, Julius Stukes Jr., Mr. GotJulius himself. And today we have, who do we have today?
I'm Dani Coleman.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Director, producer, writer, actress. What else? Editor?
No,
Oh,
Ooh, they need the real credit. I can't edit nothing to save my life. I was panicking when CapCut got canceled a couple of days ago. Listen, me
you
and
are
editing.
hilarious. Yo,
Mm-mm.
Danny, you are incredibly talented. I've seen several of your works. I just did a refresher a few minutes ago. Like, you're really, really talented. Like,
Oh,
you
thank
know
you.
what to do with a camera, and you just know a lot of things to do. And I am a fan, so I had to take this opportunity to really, do my best to get my fans to pay attention to you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes, yes. So, first question I have is, what is the definition of Danny Coleman?
Ooh, okay. Let's see. The definition of Danny Coleman is dedicated, ambitious, unstoppable, limitless. Yeah.
If aliens came to Earth and asked you to show them one classic film to explain love, which one would
Ooh.
which one would you choose and why?
Ooh, easy. Coming to America.
Oh,
Coming to America. First of all, that's one of my favorite movies of all time. But Coming to America, because I feel like the aliens being foreign to the land, coming there, you're going to go to the biggest and best city in the world, New York City, and you riding around, you seeing all these things. It's absolutely overwhelming. But if you hustle and you go for what you want, you're going to get it. Because remember, Prince Hakeem, he found his queen in Queens. And what I'm saying, he was all about it. So I would show them Coming to America and be like, this is what it is. People are gonna be loud, rude, they gonna clown you, they not gonna help you. We're not nice people, but we are kind. And stick around, you won't find what you need. If you got that hustle spirit, you're gonna make it move and shake.
I love how you like see this is you're a filmmaker for real because how did you know to connect aliens with coming to America? Like, wow, that was impressive.
That's I mean, it sums it up. You're a
That's
foreign person in a new land, everything's coming at you all at once, but you
wow.
know,
You might have a sci-fi hit on you.
I might. Let me think about that.
Saying you got the formula already. Why not?
Look, you just gave me an idea, and I'm gonna have to give you producer credit. Let's talk about it.
I will gladly take producer credit. Okay,
We can talk
gladly.
about it. We can
Love and
talk.
comedy. You know love. You know comedy. Hello,
Yeah, love and comedy are my jams. Yeah,
hello. Okay.
yeah.
So I have another question. What's a filmmaking challenge you've always wanted to attempt? And that could be either a oneer for the whole film, or like a silent film, or like a film where it's just one person. Like, what's a filmmaking challenge you want to do?
Oh, it's funny you say that because like oneers are actually my favorite type of shots, and like my third short film ever was a oneer, and we knocked it out ten. It
Mm.
took us 10 times to do it. I was very ambitious. I didn't know anything about filmmaking. It was a class assignment, and it was like the cast was assigned to me, and it was like you can only use one great piece of film equipment. I actually chose to shoot it on my iPhone, and I was like, I wanted this to be a oneer. I want this to be a one take Jake. Of course, it took us like 10 takes, but we got it out the way. So I can't say that. I think a challenge for me would be, man, I gotta show you some of the new stuff I'm working on because then you'll be like, well, you already did these challenges. I got a couple
Wow.
good things in the work. I think a challenge for me as a filmmaker, I would say I would probably want to do Wow, can I say one location? One complete location. I say that
Mhm.
because I'm the person who's always, in times that I've had to use one location, I still got really creative and decided, well, now we're going to shoot it in the bathroom or in the living room or in the, so it doesn't feel like you're sitting in one room the whole time. So I think that would be a challenge, but
That would be very interesting. I mean, it's been done before, but
yeah.
it's really hard to do. I remember they did Buried with Ryan Reynolds. They did it in a coffin, and that was literally like one actor, one location on the phone, and they
Yeah.
knocked that out the park.
Yeah. So funny you say that because it's kind of off topic, but I have a program called Impact Exchange where twice a year, once a year, I take on two film projects pro bono from new filmmakers who don't necessarily have all the resources, but they have a good idea. And it's so crazy that I mentioned the challenge of one location because one of out of the two recipients for this year, one of those projects we're getting ready to shoot next month, and it takes place all in one location. Like it only takes place in this location. So I think it would be interesting to just play around with that. Although I am not directing it, I have someone else from my team directing it. I'm just EPing it. I will have a lot of say so in how that runs. I'm like, yeah,
Wow.
we're one location. You got to get creative.
And you're wow, you're DP too. For those that don't know what DP is, it's director of photography.
Yes.
Um, just want to put that out there. Wow. So you're a director of photography too. Okay. And you're for the community. Wow.
Yeah, of course.
I think that's like really, really beautiful. I didn't know that about you.
Oh yeah, I think that's important. I think to me that's the most important because like I only although I've been in this business for a very long time, like 15 years, I only started making my own movies by almost 6 years ago. February will make 6 years. And when I started, I didn't know anything. I literally had never written a script. I didn't know anything. I had an idea and I knew how to like vocalize what I wanted that idea to be. But I was grateful to meet some of the people that I met early on who was able to kind of guide me, who did know what they were doing. But I can't say it wasn't without a lot of trial and error. Like before we got to the feature film that I did last year, it was a whole bunch of trial and error. So I figured, well, a lot of times, a lot of young creatives have great ideas, but AirPod falling,
Well, it's
have
okay.
great
It's okay. We
ideas.
here now. Hey.
We hear now they have great ideas, but they don't always necessarily have the knowledge or the resources to pull it off the way they want. And I feel like now that I'm kind of further in the game and I know how to do this and I've gone through the trial and error, if I can help somebody who is just starting out, maybe only done one or two short films or no short films at all, figure out like, okay, how do I make this look as good as it can look on like shoestring budget, very limited resources? And so that's when I decided, you know what? The Impact Exchange program is great. Let's birth it. And this is year two. So by the end of this year, I'll have four recipients total in the past 2 years.
You are incredible. Definitely I want to say maybe the sojourner truth of filmmaking.
I
Carry
do what
itself
I
into
can.
filmmaking.
Oh, child, I ain't taking nobody. Look, I ain't saving.
I love it. I love it. This is
I
community.
ain't
This
saving
is
nobody.
community. You are
Yeah,
building community. I
yeah,
like that. So I have another question.
yeah.
How do you decide when a film is finished?
Oh, so this is gonna sound crazy, but I actually write my ending first.
Okay. Okay.
So I typically know for the most part how it's going to end. Um, I take a page out of Spike Lee's book. I don't overshoot anything. So I'm very, very concise with what is being shot.
Okay.
So we're not having a whole bunch of stuff to figure out like how does this end? Like it ends like this. It's been decided. We are
Okay.
only shooting what we need. We're only getting what we need. I'm very, very, very meticulous about my shots and like the scenes themselves are very like intricately placed. So I know it's over when we get to that last shot. It's like this is how it ends. Like here we are.
Okay. So that's for your writing, correct?
Yeah.
What about for when like because you got to sit in the editor's room.
Yep.
What about that? Because that right there, you don't know what you want. You don't know which scene you want. How do you know?
I don't know if I should tell people this. I'm a really nice guy. I'm a really nice guys, okay? So I actually pre-select the scenes before I send it to the editor.
Oh, I mean, you're a
Yeah.
director.
Yeah. So like um what I typically do, and I'm like overly organized. Once we wrap, I go scene by scene and I go with whatever my script supervisor gave me as far as
Okay.
what takes were good. And then I make these little folders like this is scene one. These are all the good footage for scene one is there, two, three, four, and
Hmm.
all the way down the list. And then I'll make a note. I really like, I'll put like a star next to it. So my editor knows like green means absolutely.
Hmm.
Yellow means if green ain't gonna work, this is it.
Yeah.
Red don't even get seen. I don't even send red takes over. Like even if the what I label as a red take was actually a green take on the sheet from my script supervisor, it's a red to me. If I look at it and be like, actually, I decided I don't like it. So what my editor is working with is what I send, and what I send is the greens or the yellows, and make it do with that. So that's what I'm like. What do you mean? If
I'm so
I'm never I'm never going to see something I don't want in my movie. What are you talking? I only sent you what I liked. Now do your
okay.
magic.
Very interesting. Very
Yeah,
interesting. I love how I get to listen to how other directors just work because
yeah,
I don't think like I mean there's one way to work for the general, right?
mm-hmm,
But we have different styles.
mm-hmm,
All of us have different styles
right,
because I edit my own movies. I don't deal with that. All I do is give it to the co-editor. He puts it on the line. He puts I put every scene on the line because I don't I he like I need to see everything. I need to see every scene.
oh,
I don't care about what anybody said. Oh, that's a good take. Oh, that's a bad take. I'm so weird that I need to see literally every scene, and I will sit for hours and say, okay, next, next, next. I'll watch
yeah,
everything. I'll watch everything.
yeah. So the crazy thing about that is, before my editor gets it, I have it for a whole week. So whenever we wrap, the editing doesn't begin for like 2 weeks after, because I take the first 7 to 10 days
Okay,
to look
okay,
through everything. So by the
okay.
time the editor gets it, it's like they're getting what I see is best for the movie.
Wow, it is
They're
your
getting
movie
what I gave
though.
them. Yeah, they're getting what I gave them, and what I give them a lot. I give them a
Yeah,
lot to work with. They're getting what I gave them though. Like they're getting the green takes and the yellow takes, and the yellow takes
wow.
are also good. It's just like, here's an alternative in the event you creatively decide this would be better, but that's it. They don't
This is
see everything. So
this is
I
fun.
I do a lot of prelim work before I send it anywhere. So that way I know there's a chance I'm gonna like whatever I get because I liked the footage I sent over to begin with. Yeah.
Yo, this is fun. Wow,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
So wow. Okay, okay.
Hmm.
I have. Well, let's do one or two more.
You
One
can
or
ask
two
as
more.
many as you want. Ask
Uh,
away. Ask away.
what's one scene
Hmm.
where that you've directed where you
Hmm.
thought, I don't know what I'm doing here, and how did you conquer it? Because I know you pushed through.
Oh wow. So in the other side affair, you've seen it,
Oh yes.
the boutique scene.
What
At
about
toward
it?
the end, it took a lot for me to get through that, because that scene is based on what really happened in my real life. Yeah, yeah. December 19th, 2021. I had a run in with the police, and that actual thing happened to me.
Yo,
Yeah,
what?
yeah, yeah. APD. Yeah, lovely APD, right? So that scene was real. It was based on a real thing. It's actually the scene. That scene in particular is actually that scene in particular is actually what inspired the entire movie. I just decided I wanted to make it a comedy and put the sugar in the medicine. And
Mhm.
so I decided, instead of making that the focal point at the beginning, put it toward the end and make it the climax versus like, this is why. But no, that really happened. So when we had to direct that scene, It took a lot of work. It took a lot of energy. It was hard for me because I wanted it to be as close to the real thing as possible. So it was like, in a way, I had to relive the moment over again. But
Hmm.
as a director, I had to remain professional and push through despite how I was feeling. But it was a challenge. It took us like 5 hours to get that scene.
Oh, whoa. Oh my gosh, five?
Mm-hmm.
Woo!
Yeah.
So that ties in. You answered my second question, which was, have you ever had something, a personal story in your film?
Oh, well, all of my films, almost
Wait,
all of
what?
them, almost
So
all of
all of
them.
your films are based on true stories?
For the most part, yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Everyone.
So everyone except for Charlie. Charlie is the movie that I said we made with the iPhone, and
Yes.
it was an assignment. Aside from that, my very first short film, Finding Sunshine, was true. Outsourced was also true. Um, After Outsourced, there was The Board, there was Charlie. Oh, He Loves It Here, They Love It Here, the web series, all true.
The
The
web
other side
series
of
not because I've seen a little bit. I've seen a little.
don't question, don't we listen, we don't judge.
That's
We
true.
listen,
Like,
we don't
is that
judge.
true?
We listen, we
That's
don't
not true.
judge. We listen, we don't judge. Listen. Most of it is true. It is inspired by true events, minus the big event. The big event is not true, but the things leading into the event, it's happened a million
Oh
times
my
over.
gosh. Whoever's watching this, please, like the reason why I'm acting like this is because that like it's just a lot. It's a lot. Okay.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm making a new season of it.
oh, okay. So yeah, I'm so happy I got this
I
interview
will
because
because
I'm
I
out of
love
here with
you,
that.
because
You
I
to the
love
moon.
you, because I love you. I am going to let you read some of it. I'm gonna
Oh
let you.
wait, wait.
I'm. A, I'm. A,
Oh, I don't know. I'm a fan out. I don't know.
I gotta. Because listen, if you liked They Love It Here and all the debauchery and diabolicalness of it,
Let me watch. Wait, hold on. Let me watch. He Loves It Here first.
that's how it started. He Loves It Here is how it started, and then They Love It Here
Okay,
was
so okay, I saw
the
some of
second
they.
rendition.
When I saw some of they, I said,
Mm-hmm.
like,
Mm-hmm.
I said, where is this? Where
Mm-hmm.
what's the location that I because it
Atlanta,
needs to be healing here.
Atlanta is not a real place.
In like
Atlanta is not a real place. Listen, listen, and it's derived off real, true life, and it is not a real place
mm, mm,
at
mm.
all. But yeah, all of that was how I came up with the name Mastermind and Muse for my production company, because it's
Oh,
like, as much as these are my ideas, they are mostly derived from real life experiences that I've had or I've seen firsthand, or you know,
wow.
yeah.
So ooh, that was a lot. Woo, because it's like, yo, like I don't when I see her work now, did it happen to her? Did it happen to somebody she knows? Like what? Because it's real. It's real.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like the best story, because I am a storyteller that does it. I don't lean in on like the sci-fi or the like horror. Majority of the characters within my projects come from some type of personal experience somewhere. You'll just never know exactly which character is based off me, but yeah, I take a lot of my life's things and put them into the stories.
Where can the people find you? Because we need to know where to
Oh
find these
God.
movies, these series. We want to support. What's up?
Yeah, so you can find me on Instagram at I am Dani Coleman. I'm also, I'm everywhere. I'm on all the platforms as I am Dani Coleman. Um, the Other Side of Fear is getting ready to premiere on a streamer. So when I get the date for that, I'll be able to fully announce it. Right now, it's still in the limbo of all the things. I'll talk about that offline, but it's good things. It's just like, can't talk about it until it's a green light to talk about it. And I have like a specific date to give you, but it is in the works of getting onto a streamer. So it'll be available for the world to see soon enough. Hopefully before the end of first quarter. So within the next month or two. And yeah, but on social media, that's where it starts. That's a start to being able to find me, and links to everything else is somewhere within my bio as far as like all my works and things.
Check her out. She's amazing. She's cool. She is incredibly smart. Very, very
Thank
intelligent.
you. Thank you.
Dani Coleman, ladies,
Thank you.
gentlemen, and all those in between and outside. GotJulius.